Sounds like a personal massager.
And that's how we get moist.
Hi, everybody.
We are now sponsored by Hitachi.
Oh my God.
We're not, but we take it.
Use my Adam and Eve
honestly,
link right there.
I was gonna say, Adam Eve, hit us up. We'll take the sponsorship. Send us the link.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience. OBS literally crashed as soon as I went live, and then I had to rebuild the scenes super quick. So really appreciate your patience. Welcome back. We have the full cast, and we're back from a hiatus, and we're so excited. So hello, everyone, and welcome to Ampistrano. I am your storyteller, D&D Jordan Lee, joined by this absolutely phenomenal cast. First off, a very special thank you to our sponsors and affiliations. Found Familiar, make sure to use D&D Jordan Lee and AmpistranoDND when you check out for a percentage off your purchase, as it does help to support the cast. Also, thank you to Idle Champions. You can go grab the code below and use that to grab the new DLC that's available until Monday. So go do that. Before we dive in, because it's been a hot second, let's go around, introduce ourselves and our characters. Sorry, I'm hearing noise.
Whoever has a nail file has to stop. It hurts me. It hurts me so bad. It's so bad.
I was just like, I'm hearing
Thank
it
you,
too,
I'm sorry.
I don't like it.
That's my bad. I was just not paying attention.
We're neurospicy. It's great. Let's go around and introduce ourselves as well as the characters we'll be playing today. And let's start with Dimples.
Why y'all gotta start with me? Like I'm prepared or something.
Okay, I mean, I can go elsewhere. You're usually prepared.
Now you done it. Now you gotta stick to it. Hello, everyone. I'm Prince,
Good
aka
Lord.
Doubles and Dice. I am a he/him. I'm going to be playing Captain Draven Tideborn and Gribble. I'm happy to be back. Let's get it.
Woo! And do you have any announcements? Are you good?
No.
Perfect.
If you saw me at in Boston,
Yeah.
good.
Great.
That's my announcement.
That's it.
Wonderful. We'll pop on over to Sin.
Right. Okay, I'm not muted. Wonderful. So, hi. I am Sinziak. I am going to be playing Blackstone, who was our resident soft boy bot and is now probably our resident, like a second away from Rage bot. So that should be fun. I am a he, they. Blackstone is they, but in a questionable state at this point, all things being considered. And it's good to be back.
It really is. Awesome. Robo.
Me, RoboGoblin. You can find me at co-5.com/DND Jordan Lee. And I'm going to be playing Tobi, he, him. And my pronouns are any old pronouns. That's it.
Love it. And April.
Hi, I'm April. She, they. You can remember her as April Raygun, and today I play Aurea all the time. I play. Well, not all the time. We didn't play our characters for a little bit of time, but now that we're back in our timeline, I'm back to playing Aurea. But I was not at PAX in Boston, so you did not see me there.
Thank you, April.
I'm so glad that we still have the best intros.
Yep, always. And last but certainly not least, Fair.
Hi, I'm Theron. I play Theodora Shadesun, your Battlemaster fighter. Our pronouns are she, her. You didn't see me at Boston, you don't see me anywhere.
Great, wonderful.
If you think you saw us, you're racist.
I mean, the amount of times people said that they thought somebody else was me at PAX was wild. As PAX U was wild.
Do you really? Holy fuck, y'all.
Lord,
When I don't even look like that person at all.
I hate it here.
Oh my god, you guys look so alike.
And then I murder that person. I mean, what?
As a reminder, we are currently raising money for Palestine Children's Relief Fund now through June 1st, as we have our next Games for Change event, which will be happening next month, May 16th to the 19th. Stay tuned as we'll be announcing about our games and all that jazz as I finalize the schedule finally today. And so keep an eye out. It's going to be a fun time. Also, please consider supporting the creators' actual plays and more by subscribing to our YouTube, Patreon, and follow us on social media. It seriously helps out a lot. Tell people and creators why you like their shows and creations. I'm saying this for us, but obviously for the other shows as well. Or you can go and nominate them for the Crit Awards, which are open right now. So there's a number of ways you can help to support, not only financially, but in other ways as well. But consider joining us on Patreon. It helps to support the cast, and we have a very special thank you to Sphinx, Seven, Mama Strange, Fluffy Snowfall, Chris Gideon, Buzz Lightyear, Lily42, and Goblin Katie for your support. Also, make sure to check us out on TikTok and YouTube. We're 2 subscribers away from 200 on YouTube right now, which is really cool. And yeah, that's really it for me. What the hell is that tips that you just put in the chat? I don't even want to know.
The
Anything
hoot
else?
suit.
Oh, didn't know what it was.
Oh my god. Oh my god. We now need to make a band that has the song The Hootsuit Riot.
No. And without further ado,
I like how Jordan said no, like she speaks for the whole group. Like, girl,
hmm,
get out of here.
Gonna bring back ska.
Muy
Guys,
Without
Bring-
further ado, let us go
Ska
beyond
was
the veil of
Scott was never
Ampistrano.
alive.
I
Like-
don't necessarily agree with any of that, but
Yeah,
you know.
we
Damn.
know, straight guy. We know.
That sounds
see
like a
what you-
you problem.
Let's see if you agree halfway through the
Is
show.
it a problem?
Anyways, all right.
You're not
everybody.
you
Happy-
disagreeing is a you
Is
problem.
this
Happy
the part where
related
someone says facts don't
asexuality
care
day.
about your feelings? Is that
Facts
where that
don't
happens?
care about your feelings.
All right, y'all. I'm starting.
And the fact is tapas are better.
Go,
You can try, Jordan. You can read.
Jordan. I don't know why you don't just push the button instead of trying to hurt us.
Because
Come on
I
now.
honestly,
You
I get
can mute us.
auditory processing. It's really difficult for me, so that's why I'm gonna wait till everyone stops. So, Lord,
When the stop happens when?
I've been at.
Wait, can I make a poll about this?
Jordan,
No.
just mute us.
Do a poll. Do a poll.
I'm really about to mute y'all. Anyways, so,
Just mute us.
so when last we left our adventurers, they arrived in Ilopan after trekking through days and days of rain. After raiding Greenwich's shop for various items, the group decided it would be best to split the party, with Blackstone heading to Astera. There, they updated Deidre about what happened in Felk and ran into Sam. Sam advised he had been keeping busy, looking a little worse for wear, before quickly giving a small package to Blackstone, asking if he could pass it along to everyone, before quickly darting off. Deidre and Blackstone then headed into the bowels of Astera and performed a spirit weaving ceremony to help bring the changed Greenwich back to herself, with it seemingly working. Meanwhile, Deodora, Aurea, Tobi, and Captain Tyborn met with Gregory Tyndall to report on the shipments that have been sent to Jory. I'm sorry, I just saw what Robo was doing in chat. To report on the shipments that have been sent to Jorix and Allegris, with scarce details about what happened in Vibran. Gregory mentioned that there had been some lights and orb sightings in the graveyard district of Jorix that they believe could be connected with a lot of the disappearances that have been happening. Gregory also mentioned to the group that they should make contact with Riley at the Ilopan docks, as they owe him a favor and could potentially help offer passage to the group. If weather permits, they could get you to Jorix or to the mountains within the next 5 days. And that is where we pick up, as rain is continuing to fall, as you all are kind of leaving the the Jester's Lament, having not gone back into the fight club itself, but hanging out in the cafe proper. At this point, Blackstone, you probably have made your way over to the group as well. But what would you all like to do? You do have a couple different things you could do, but I will leave it up to you.
So wait, where are you? Where are we? We're heading right now to my house, right?
So your options are, yes, you could go to the your house, because you wanted to check in, as I recall, to see if there was potentially any bone weavers that might be in your kind of sanctuary, your family sanctuary, to get more thread because you're out of bone weaver thread, or if there might be some more leads. As well as you did find some information when you were going through the Unital and through Felk proper that seemed to allude to the fact that your ancestors may have had a part to play in helping to protect Felk. So that's certainly an option. Or you could beeline it to the docks. That is also fine, and you can begin your journey eastward towards the mountains in Jorix. Both are fine.
So I don't think we. Okay, everybody has gone to my house, but I don't think we visited the Albert Haven because it was the season where it was the high albernation.
Yes.
So all the Alberts were hibernating.
Sure.
What was my accent? Oh yeah.
You real southern.
I'm real southern. It's just hi. Hello, everybody. So where are we going? I can't. It's been a month. Okay.
It has.
Leave me alone.
So yeah, you can, as a quick refresher, you can go to your place. You had mentioned wanting to stop in and see your folks to see how they were faring, if they had any information about what might be going on. You also received some information in Felk that potentially your ancestors may have helped at some point to assist in protecting Felk itself with the barrier, the ceremony itself. That is certainly a thing, as well as you had mentioned you're out of bone weaver thread and you had wanted to pick up some more. You doubted that there would be any bone weavers there because that would have made this whole thing a lot easier. But your connections and the connections that your family have around Ampistrano, with trying to be aware of different migrations and different patterns that a lot of the creatures around Ampistrano have taken, they might be able to give you at least a lead on where you can get more of that thread, because the thread is integral to the ceremony that Blackstone just did, because you have to imbue your spirit into it. So that's an option. Or you can just jump on over to the docks if you just want to head out, because you basically ransacked Greenwich's place, so you picked up a lot of potions and items there. Or you could head to the dock and meet up with Riley, who will, or could potentially give you a slightly quicker passage to the mountains in Jorix.
Okay. So I'll just turn to everybody. Do you want to go with me to a quick visit to my house? Well, just gonna a quick check-in on everybody up in the Albert Haven?
Do you want us there?
Well, yeah, if you want to go, sure.
I think it'd be a hoot.
I kill Tideborn.
Listen,
sorry,
I'm
Toby,
being
we
down
can't go
without
with you
dad
anymore.
jokes. What do you want from me?
We now must burn down this entire town with Tideboard inside of it.
Okay.
The
That
only
sounds fair.
way.
It does
Oh,
not.
Yeah, try to stay damp when you're on fire, bitch.
Didn't Toby reveal himself?
Am I a
to
part
be
of this?
The big
Am I
bad?
gonna be caught on fire? Because I usually ride on his shoulders.
I think
Well-
a
Bitch
visit
better
to
run.
the people who originally made us cheesecake would be lovely. So
There's cheesecake. Wait, is it a cake made of like cheese stacked up on top of each other?
Yep.
Type of cheese.
the abbot gets our first memories of me trying to correct the cheesecake problem. He doesn't know why I tried to correct the cheesecake problem. He just sees like Toby explaining to me in sepia tones why, like, how cheesecake is made. He also gets to see
Excellent.
what the cheesecake looks like. And I think they would also notice that the cake covering the covering that I use for it is magical in some way.
Draven, it's a dessert.
It is also very tasty and it makes people happy, which making people happy.
All right.
Family makes people happy. Let's go.
All right. Everybody hop on board. And I'll turn myself into the dragon with polymorph. The
Okay.
crystal dragon. So we can just zip right to the Albert place.
Okay.
Man, what?
I think we just like walk there in like 5 minutes.
Is it?
It's like a 15-minute walk, so it'll get you there in about 2 to 3 minutes. Like-
Well, I'm
Just
feeling
walk
super
and not-
extra.
Not spend this. Nope, okay.
Well, I just love the
I
idea
think
that
it-
Toby's like, oh yeah, we could totally talk, like maybe go see my family. Zips right over.
Draven has not seen Toby turn into a fucking dragon.
Yes, you have.
No, you can.
Yes,
Have I?
you did.
Yeah.
In that
When?
fight that we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all.
Just
I
did
think-
it.
Oh, yeah, that did happen.
The
I
one,
think Oria.
one where
has some-
Oria almost died.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Fucking dragons.
So, you
Still
turn-
freaky.
It is. Well, and probably especially after the dream you just had about, a sea
Yeah.
dragon. So yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's a little bit like what?
Not the same dragon, but still, it's another fucking dragon. Seems ominous.
A little bit. So you all head over to Tobi's. So just north of Ilopan in a small glade resides this small farm, currently decorated with vibrant leaves of reds, yellows, and purples, in stark contrast to the teal and gray banners that align around the farm itself. There are several paddocks where you can see a number of horses, goats, and llamas grazing lazily against the backdrop of mountains. Around one of the trees, you can see what appears to be a series of leaves on a vine with a number of symbols on them. Toby, can you do a perception check for me, please?
Uh, 13.
13. Okay. They look... The message has changed since last you were here. Before it said basically the equivalent of like a bon voyage to Toby as you were heading out on your adventure. And instead it says, it seems to have some kind of protection interlaid in there. So there's more so just not necessarily a phrase, but a number of words such as seal, paw, nature, things like that are kind of spelled out along the leaves themselves. As you can see, kind of offering up some kind of protective space. You all feel as there's like this rush of gold as you're entering into the space itself, a little bit calmer, a little bit more at ease than probably you have been in the last couple of days. But you can see on this farm there is a barn house as well as what appears to be a medium-sized tree with a tower built out of it. Tobi, have you told them you live in a tower or no?
I think not.
Okay.
It kind of looks like a wizard tower on top of the barn house, and you can see it's pretty tall. But that's basically my room.
As you all have now headed into the glade, what are y'all doing next? Heading into the barn, or are you heading into the house?
I'm just gonna ask him. Y'all can go to the Albert Haven. I can go with you, but I just need to check in with my parents for a while. There's a lot of, actually, what day is it here? Like, how's the weather here right now?
It's rainy. Fall is definitely here right now. Stark contrast from when you were here a couple weeks ago and it was very hot, which is why the owlbears were kind of hibernating, because it was so warm.
Okay.
They wanted to kind of hang out in their caves. So there's definitely a cooler breeze. It's still not downpouring as it has been the last couple of days, but there is definitely a drizzle. So probably, especially since you've been flying in the sky, y'all are pretty wet with the rain and stuff like that. So, but it's a very cool fall day.
I'll use so if I sense that it's gonna rain, or is it that it's raining here, I'll just craft like a bunch of parasol that look like leaves.
Oh, I love that.
And
Totoro
for everybody,
style.
yeah,
Yeah.
for everybody.
Basically, notice like right around where Blackstone is that the water just stops short of touching them.
And Draven and Cribble
Oh yeah, that's
say,
right.
thanks, but no thanks.
Oh, okay.
They enjoy the dampness, the moisture.
The moisture. So y'all can go to the Albert Haven. I think they're all out, I think. Yeah. So there's a bunch of biomes. There's the I don't know how this is called in English, but coniferous. I think it's conifers.
Yeah.
There's the biomes for the snowy owlbears. There's even a tiny nest of the tiniest owlbears you can ever see, and they're like tiny chibi owlbears. But
What does chibi mean?
This is Robo explaining, but
I'm messing with you.
so it's like the owlbears have all kinds of owl faces. So there's like barn owls. There's like the great horned owls.
Tawny
There's
owl, snowy owls.
Yeah, there's every single
This
thing.
is like Bubba and Forrest Gump talking about the different kind of shrimps.
Yeah, he gets excited about that. So there's even the elf owls, which is the tiniest type of owl in the world. So there's chibi owlbears even.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. And you can see kind of from where all of you are standing, there are kind of these small kind of stands with informations and like a map, kind of like when you're going through one of those state parks with a map of the area, and you can kind of see it's clearly showing the different paddocks and areas where the different creatures are, ranging from owlbears to they have a number of Pegasus and other such creatures as well. Not necessarily a lot of blink dogs or anything like that, but just creatures that are around Ampistrano and they're trying to help rejuvenate the area. So these are protected. So
Cribble does pipe in and goes, "Is it safe for me to be around like these big things that could probably eat me in one bite?"
No, it's safe. unless you don't hurt them, but it's safe.
I mean, I think they would hurt me before I hurt them.
Well, that's good to know, because they're not going to hurt you unless you hurt them.
Good. All right. Well, then I'll go see some owlbears.
All right. There's and I
I think I would like to have a moment to just say hello to your parents.
yeah, I was going to ask you too, because
I would also like to meet your parents, Tobi, if you don't mind. As a parent myself, I wonder what they have to say about their son.
okay. So
Should-
might watch your head though.
Should we all just go in then and meet? The bears are very aggressive today.
It
Should
seems
we all
that
just
you
go in?
have. It seems that you have met an owl bear of your own.
Yes, just did this. There's lots
Toby,
of
does
loud
this
noises.
particular owl bear have a name?
Pico. Like my dad.
Did you say Pico?
Kiko.
Kiko.
Oh, Kiko. I heard Pico and I was like, Degayo.
Oh my god.
That's a great name.
It
Don't
is
hate.
a good name. Love it.
Is
Alright.
there is there some kind of enchantment on this city?
There is a protection around this
Interesting.
whole place. We like to keep it safe for the owlbears. And basically all the animals, but mostly owlbears because they don't have the same protection outside of this place. So this is more where they can feel safe.
Mhm.
And
Oh.
then if they want to go out, they can just go out.
It's very similar in the way that it feels coming here to when someone visits Astera.
Is it like that? Jordan?
Similar-esque. Astera is more into illusions and things like that, but protected. Whereas your glade, it is, and you can see it from the outside, it is very much a glade. Astera from the distance looks like a bunch of ruins. And then once you get past the barrier, that's when it kind of reveals itself as a functioning castle, manor, and school. So there's similarities, I would say, with just the fact of safety and it kind of being a haven for a lot of folks. But they're coming at it from different perspectives. Astera's magic, arcane, whereas your grove and glade are very much magic, but of the nature mindset. Part of the crossroads that Ilopan kind of is at this point.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, so let's go in. Take your shoes off before you enter the room. And there's actually some food for all the familiars, if you want. Bolita, you can show them where the
Bolito's
familiars
already
eat.
walked off. It's kind of been taking the other familiars, and you just see their behinds as they're kind of walking over to the barn, essentially. But yeah, you all come on into this Toby's house. You all enter into a large foyer, dark wood flooring, kind of cedars, and on the walls you can see instead of it being wood, it's actually stone. Pale yellow lining these kind of stone walls that expand outwards. This house looks much larger on the inside than it did on the outside. In the very center of this room, you can see that there's this kind of smaller willow that's twisting around. And on it, you can see that there are a number of inscribed names of everyone that seems to have lived here or has passed through here at some point. And next to their names, there's a little owl head made of pine cones, basically of the owlbears that they have been bonded to over the last 200, 300, 400 years and beyond. The whole house right now smells of cinnamon and vanilla, and you can kind of hear some light music playing in the kitchen. When you kind of enter in the foyer, there's a room off to the right, which seems to look like a small study. There's a fireplace in there, several couches set up, looking out across the vast nature that surrounds the glade itself. To the left, looks like there's almost like a small little library. It's basically more of a nook than anything. Then the foyer literally opens up into this massive dining room, kitchen area. And you can also see that there are these spiral stairs that go up towards the second level of the house where most of the bedrooms and stuff are. So, but yeah, that's what you are currently seeing at this time.
Hello? I'm home.
You hear like the music stop for a moment and like a small like crash of, it sounds like a clay pot probably broke.
Oh no.
Bet you're wondering how I got here.
And after a moment, you just see like little face popping around the corner of a small halfling, gnome woman with really, really curly hair that is at this point largely silver and gray, has been is up in a massive, messy bun. You can see there's flour on her face. She's got these bright blue eyes right now that are kind of like looking slightly concerned. And she kind of pokes her head around and goes, Tobi!
Hi. I'm home. And I just ran and give my mom a hug.
Immediately, you're taller than her, so she kind of just leans up as best as she can to give you a big hug, and then immediately after, like, letting you go, starts, like, lightly smacking you, like, you should have told me you were coming home. You should have told me. You could have sent a cardinal.
Well, I was we were near here, so, here are my friends. You haven't met Captain Draven and Cribble.
Hi. And you kind of see she's like immediately switches back to like trying to be warm and all of that, and quickly is trying to wipe her hands off of this white apron over a blue dress that she's wearing. Sorry, place is a mess a little bit. We weren't expecting company, but come in. Are you all hungry? Do you want some tea? Any friends of Tobi's are always welcome here if he lets us know in advance so we can properly prepare. Tobi, where are your manners? Did you grow up in an owlbear den?
Kinda.
As I understand from Tobi, yes, he did. Hello, my name is Blackstone.
Hi, Blackstone. Good to meet you. And she kind of
Draven
looks very
takes off a hat,
curiously.
takes a bow.
Oh.
Pleasure to meet you, madame.
Pleasure.
Cribble jumps off the shoulder and goes, Hi, I'm Cribble. I'm not a familiar.
Wonderful.
She's like,
Where does Cribble jump? Where does Cribble jump to?
Just like right in front of Draven.
How much does Cribble weigh?
About 20 pounds. 26 pounds with all of his gear. I have this written down.
Well, yeah. Hi.
This is me as a player raising my hand so I could.
Yes, go for it.
Question.
Yeah.
She said the house is a mess. Is the house actually a mess?
No.
Or is just like there's one thing out of place?
There's
and it's
one thing out of
neat?
place.
Okay,
It's-
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Theodora's like, as she's saying this, she's looking around like, I mean, there's no like leaves on the ground. It seems pretty clean. Like, what is she talking? Like, baffled that she thinks it's messy in here.
The vast I'll say this to kind of correct a little bit, because you can see she's really disheveled. So, and I'm imagining y'all are kind of talking as she's moving you into the kind of kitchen and living room area. The rest of the house is pristine. The kitchen, though, looks like a small explosion went off because there's just kind of shit everywhere.
Because people are working.
Yeah, she was kind of cooking a little bit, so there's like,
Yeah.
you can see there's dough and flour all over the place. Now there's a cracked clay bowl that's been smashed onto the floor. You can just see liquid is kind of slowly coming on out of it. She was probably working on something and that she just got spooked.
I'm just gonna gently walk past her because you mentioned that detail.
Yeah.
If I can see that, I'm just gonna gently walk by and just mend it without saying anything.
Oh, yeah. It's a little bit messy, but we like to entertain the students whenever we get some of the interns coming in from Ilopan from some of the schools and stuff. So, yeah.
Are you making something?
Yeah, I was, your brother is leading another class this afternoon.
Oh.
So I was, working on, some snacks and stuff just to make sure everyone's well fed. And then your father, is out, but he'll be back. But I know him, he's gonna go right back out. So this is essentially his dinner too.
Oh,
So,
that makes sense.
yeah.
Well, I am hungry.
Well, what would you like?
Oh. Probably.
Blackstone told me about a thing called cheesecake.
Oh, we were talking about cheesecake the whole way. So, if
I
there's
suppose-
cheesecake, yeah.
I should let Tobi finish that sentence. Also, and I just hand her the clay bowl.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Salem. You're so helpful. Perfect. That sounds great. I think we actually have some leftover cheesecake, and it's better if you all have it versus all of us. You're, from what I've been hearing, you all have been working really hard. So, let me grab that for you. Please make yourself at home. And she kind of is just like waves her hands, and you can see the kind of dining room has this little table as well by the window, and you can see some of the pillows kind of straighten themselves up. A blanket kind of pulls to the side to like offer up if you want to just literally relax, take a load off with whatever you would like. And she starts heading back into the kitchen, moving around into various dwarves, and you can see that she pulls out this pristine white cheesecake, and on it you can see in the shape of an owlbear is a cut up strawberry that's kind of slowly walking around the cheesecake surface itself, and just kind of chilling. Yes, April, you're making your face like, oh no.
If food can walk away from you, it's allowed to be free.
It's a strawberry.
Never
Free
eaten
the-
an octopus while it was
strawberry.
alive.
It's
No,
An
no,
owlberry.
I didn't. If it can move, it could go.
it's you get the sense it's an enchantment and it's not actually alive. But she pulls that and puts that on the table and is quickly pulling up various meats for lunch. Basically is doing the very mom thing of whatever everybody wants to eat, we'll make it kind of thing.
That's a rule of the Feywild. If the food moves, you have to let it go.
This is the rule of the Fae.
While everybody has their cheesecake and then they're in the other room, the living room essentially, I'll just go with my mom and I got some news.
Yeah? Good? Bad?
They're just news for now.
Okay.
Well, I found out that I am an autumn druid.
Really?
Have you heard of them?
I've got a couple of them in the family. They seem to come on in every few generations. Rare. I'd wondered, but... And you kind of see she looks at you like... slightly more amazed. But very proud. How are you
well,
feeling about all of it?
It's different. You know how I was more guided by the moon?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I'm guided by fire, I guess.
Oh.
And we got into some trouble. We fought against the Ouroboros Society.
Yep.
And well, a lot of times, and Theodora kind of died. And that's when I started feeling different. And no, I don't know where it came from, but I just felt really angry. I felt like something was burning inside of me. And I kind of killed the person who killed Theodora. Please say something.
Sounds like you've been through a lot. You can kind of see as you've been talking, her face has grown a little bit more serious. That smile still behind her eyes, but you can see as like you're expressing the pain. You can see her eyes getting, concerned and slightly pained, kind of feeling through the magic and through your words, the journey that you've been on so far.
But that's not all. That's not all. I brought Oria back to life with I don't know how I knew how to bring her back, but before that I saw one of our friends who brought someone else to life, and I thought I could do that, and I did. And I thought only by divine magic you can do that. I don't know what's happening. I just feel real scared. I'm normally not that scared.
She pulls
So
you into a hug, kind of just lightly trailing her hand through your hair, kind of just trying to reassure you in any way she can. And you can kind of hear every so often she's humming as you're just kind of processing everything at this moment.
Tobi hugs her and starts sobbing.
It's okay. You're okay.
Am I okay?
It's okay if you're not. First step is admitting it. But you're not alone. And you kind of see and feel her kind of moving her head to like glance back at the group as they're kind of carrying away in one of the rooms of the house. You got them, you got us.
Yeah.
Change is scary. And when you're faced with an insurmountable amount of things to do, and it feels like everything has to be done all at once, and it's dependent upon you, that can weigh anyone down. But you're doing the best you can, and that's all you can do. Why are you scared?
Well, I guess it's more. I don't know where I'm going from here. I guess that. I guess that. I'm just changing, and kind of feels that I'm gonna lose myself in the process. So I guess it's mourning the person I was.
Well, the fact that you're aware really means that you're one step ahead. Who are you, Tobi? I know. Or I think I do. But who do you think you are?
I'm your son. I'm my dad's son. I'm Arturito's brother.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Bolita's companion.
Mm-hmm.
And I am a friend to all of them.
Those are all good titles. But who are you? I see someone who is strong, courageous. You've traveled more than your father and I have in a long time. And you have done so much to protect your friends. I see someone incredibly loyal, that isn't afraid to ask questions or push back. Can be a bit of a jokester, but has a very big heart. What do you see when you look at yourself?
I just see myself as I have I not lost anything?
There are things about yourself that you can't lose. You can't have that taken away from you. You change. You find out more about yourself. But you can't lose yourself. Never completely. It's like the life cycle of a tree. Everyone starts as a seedling and small branches until you're a great oak. But even great oaks have to change. Wildfires move through, rain moves through. They always come back nourished and stronger than they were before. Also, what is putting you to have this now? Why do you need all the answers right now? Your father and I have spent a lifetime figuring ourselves out. Things and stories of you're going to have everything figured out don't really happen that often. And even then, there's usually more to it. You run on your own time zone, on your own timeline. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I just thought that a lot of things happening at once. You know how I've always been here, and it's a big, big world out there.
And that's. But you're living by exploring it.
I guess what I'm really sure about myself right now is that I would give anything to protect you, my family, and them, also my family.
You already are. Just remember to protect yourself too.
Yeah.
And you kind of see at this moment she's looking back towards your friends. What are the rest of you doing as this conversation is happening? You can probably hear tidbits of it because the house kind of echoes slightly. But what are all of you doing at this time?
Honestly, analyzing the cheesecake and try to remember what it tastes like.
You 1000% can. I'm not going to make you roll for it. You 1000% can.
I think it's taken Theodora a while to feel not feel awkward being in this house.
Sure.
just because of one, how neat it is, and like they've been like traveling around and doing stuff, and she feels like because it is so neat that she's like, I'm so dirty, and like we probably all smell, and it's just like it's just really nice, and like took her a while to like pretty much leave the entryway and move around.
Sure.
And so I think she's just like waited for everybody to get food and then went and got food like for herself, and it's just like quietly eating.
Sure.
I think Draven has caught some of this conversation just because you said it sort of echoed,
Yeah.
and was like eating and kind of like chirping with the rest of the group and stuff like that, but is like fell into a sullen silence because he realizes how much he misses his kids.
Oh.
And this just catching snippets of this conversation is reminding him of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whereas Cribble has like a bunch of kids, like a shitload of like 20 something kids. Draven has 3. And so Draven is sitting there kind of moping, and Cribble is destroying cheesecake.
Cribble don't even remember all his kids' names. It's like kid
And
1, kid 2,
literally,
kid 3.
like,
It's like,
you know, like 6 of them didn't even make it out of like brood stage. Like this is sort of how it goes. Love the kids, but like I don't know who all these motherfuckers are.
I love it. Okay.
But y'all can see Draven is kind of like checked out.
And I think at that moment too, Draven, are you looking down, or are you kind of every now and then kind of looking over towards Tobi and his mom?
Definitely that. It's like trying not to listen because this is not his conversation to be in, but like because it's happening in a place where he can hear it, he just kind of catches himself looking over there.
I think at one point when you're
Aw.
doing that, you see every now and then she is looking over, and she does connect eyes with you. And you see this look of like, first kind of like, are you listening? And then almost like a look of understanding across her features. And she kind of gives you this reassuring smile, and then is kind of looking back towards Tobi.
Draven doesn't say anything.
No.
He just
She just
Nods
kind of acknowledges it and
at
moves
her.
in. Yep. Very much just
This
an
is
under-
really good cheesecake. Is everyone okay?
I do think that Deodora also is missing her mom in this moment. Like, not really listening to the conversation with Tobi, but it is nice for her to see that. But also, she's like, I want to go home. I don't want to do any of this shit no more. I want to go home.
Well,
I wasn't expecting to get wrapped up in this world saving shit.
Right, exactly.
Not for a moment, her voice cuts in again. Rest as long as you need. I know you mentioned you're hitting the road again, but if you want to or need to stay here and reset, you can. We have more than enough room for your friends. But that's up to you and them if you want to take a day and reset, or if you're heading on out. Either way, let me know so I can pack everybody some food for the road. Better than that ration stuff that your brother really likes to eat. You're gonna just see her roll her eyes.
Thanks, Mom. I really needed this.
No problem. We're always here for you. This will always be home.
And I just go to the room with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all want to stay here for the night, or
Is-
do we just go? Yes.
Is everyone sad today? What is happening?
What time of? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go.
What time of day is it? I thought it was like early.
So you all got there early, and then chatted with Tyneal and went to Astera for Blackstone. So at this point, it's y'all are having lunch. It's about lunchtime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Well, if we are going to stay here, should we at least go try to secure a boat for tomorrow?
We can do that. Yeah.
Or do we just walk up there and there should be one waiting? I can't remember. April can't remember the boat situation. Do we need to hire a boat, or is there someone waiting for us with the boat?
So-
do we
I
need to
also
go-
don't remember. I think
Like-
Tynell said that he got the plug
yes.
at the
Okay,
docks.
so it's not something
what I
that we might
remember.
have to wait
And
for. We
knock
can just
on
come
the
down there and
plug
say we're ready
twice.
to go and just leave.
Correct. You're going to be
Okay.
looking for
Thank you.
Riley. Riley will be at the
Okay.
Ilopan docks. Riley owes Gregory a favor, and so this is Gregory cashing in on that favor.
Riley, like, fake ass Mariah
Then-
Carey.
Then I think I would rephrase that to we should at least send Riley a message that we want to leave in the morning.
Sure.
Because we didn't see Riley before he got here.
Since we got time
Yeah.
here, time is an essence here. I'll just look to Mom, and I don't think we're gonna stay here tonight, so we need to go to another place.
Okay, no problem. I'll get some food together. Does anyone have any like dietary things to worry about? She's kind of eyeing everyone real quick. Cool. Okay. Make sure.
Good talk.
Good talk.
As long as there aren't live fish, then we're good.
As long as it's not moving.
Because any of the live things, I can sort of hear them, and it becomes real awkward and uncomfortable.
No, everything will be not alive. Yeah.
Salmon beg for their
Yeah.
lives so hard.
I'm guessing you really don't like fishing, do you?
No, we just kind of catch them and then
Oh, well, yeah, short, quick, to the point. Yeah, I can get some food and rations together for all of you. You're welcome to, like I said, freshen up if any of you want to relax.
yes.
Go explore a little bit. You're more than welcome to, and give me about an hour, and I should have everything set up for y'all for. Where are you even heading? You didn't tell me where you're going, Toby. And she kind of lightly smacks your shoulder again, like, you mentioned where you're heading.
Should I tell? This is. Should I tell her that we're
No
going
one's-
to?
Coming after us, as far as I know.
I mean, everybody's gonna be more protected here than anywhere. So, we're
going on a
I
small trip to
don't-
the mountains.
Yes.
Mountains.
I don't know if it's safe for you to know, ma'am.
Oh, you don't have to call me ma'am, but I appreciate it. Oh, good. Okay. You can kind of see like this slightly concerned look, but also slightly frustrated, but also seems to understand. Just make sure all of you are taking care of each other too.
Oh,
Of
that
course,
reminds
ma'am.
me.
You okay? I'm sorry. I
Didn't-
dusted in
I
here
didn't know-
earlier. It might be the dust and the
I-
owlbear feathers. I'm so sorry.
I think we forgot to
No, that's-
oil Blackstone.
That's I was having a like slight complication with processing cheesecake. I think that's handled though. I would like to thank you. I believe is the best phrase that we have. You have inspired many things.
Oh, and you kind of see she immediately turns beet red. I'm not really sure what, but hopefully good things. The good inspiration
well-
and not the bad.
As I understand, you have some connection to magic, so I can actually answer that question for you. Would you mind if I share a memory with you?
I'm sorry, what? And she kind of looks at Toby like, what?
Oh, they
Share
do
a
that.
memory, like, tell me? Or-
Actually, share. You can see it in your mind. That's what they do.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt you, does it?
No.
Okay, sure.
So what she sees is
That's the connection tab.
Yeah.
The first thing she sees is an ambulance.
like yeah, absolutely like,
Pull over that ass, shoot
honestly,
that.
shut up.
I have to leave.
So there is a giant, like, kind of just an expanse.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing in here. There's just Tobi's mom and Blackstone. And then, like, maybe like a couple of feet away from the scene is like the rest of the party. So like Tobi's here and Oria's here, and Deodora, Draven, and Cribble. Right. So I have a small story to tell you, and there is Blackstone poking a cheesecake with an arrow, and then the cheesecake just deflates.
Oh no. You're getting live commentary from her. She is just reacting to everything. Oh, that's
And-
not how that was supposed to happen.
There are little like emos that pop over the heads of the party for how they reacted to that moment. By the way, Tobi does not have a don't think has a reaction at the time, but everybody else is like sad and angry faces. Tideboard also doesn't have a reaction in that scene. And then there is a moment of Tobi talking to Blackstone about why people make food and making cheesecake and talking about like what growing up here was like and watching his mom make food and make things.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like this time lapse thing of them making a cheesecake and watching it, waiting for it to come out, and then everybody enjoying it the next day. There is a time skip to our time in Felk where a whole bunch of background details are blurred out of the picture, except for the part that Blackstone is in, where there's a tavern around them, or something that vaguely looks like a tavern, and they're talking to Alia about how to make different types of stews. So she's teaching them how to make oxtail and braise things, and like what vegetables to put in there and where to go look for them and everything else. And there is again a lot of a whole thing where after they make it, they bring the food out to the party, and the party's sitting there and eating it and enjoying it. It's kind of I've learned a lot about how cooking is connected to like families and connection and a lot of joy for people. And I believe this is the thing I should thank you for. I have since been trying to learn how to cook a lot of different things.
She kind of nods in your direction and looks at everybody. You can see she's a little teary and like doing the I'm not going to cry. I'm glad it can be of comfort. Sounds like all of you have been going through a lot. So if it offers you a little bit of peace, I know you can't talk about what you're doing, but thank you.
A crack starts to appear in the area that they're in, and it's kind of like, I believe that is our cue to go. And they're just back in the living room.
Sure. Well, like I said, I'm gonna leave you all to it. I'm gonna pick up some snack packs for all of you for the next couple days. Like I said, any preferences on food? I can cook up pretty much anything.
Is there anything I can help with? I'm also handy with repairs.
I should be good. You can help me by taking care of yourself and doing some exploring or taking a rest.
How long will one of those cheesecakes last on the road?
I would probably finish it within the next day or two.
I can do that for sure.
I fucking love Cribble with the priorities. I
Yep.
fucking love him.
All right. Mom, I do need something. Of
Yeah.
course.
What's up?
And I'm just gonna ask her if she has any diamonds. So,
I don't, but your brother might.
where is Arturito?
He should be. And she kind of pokes her head, looking out the window. Yep, he's in the barn. He just got back.
All right.
So you should probably. I know for a fact he has 2. So,
Okay, I'll go ask him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. If he says no, tell him he doesn't have a choice. And
All
she
right.
kind of gives this very knowing look on her face. Yeah.
All right. So, what do you all want to do? Do you want to go visit the Albers, or for a quick look, or actually, I'm just gonna say that you can just go to the Albert Haven right there, and I'll go ask my brother something. We'll meet up in about 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just go with
Okay.
Arturito.
All right. We'll pan to the rest of you all. So, are y'all staying here? Are you going to the Albers, or are you gonna head to the docks? What are you thinking?
We have to wait an hour, no matter what now.
True.
So we can't, I don't think we should leave without the whole group.
Makes sense. Okay. Okay. All right. So we'll pan the camera then to Tobi, and you head into the barn, and you see, looking really muddy, really dirtied. You do see your brother. He's currently cleaning out one of the stalls at this moment. Kind of just cleaning up the barn a little bit. Hasn't noticed your presence at all yet.
You missed a spot.
What the hell?
Hey,
Hey, don't say that unless you're actually going to help me.
no, that's your job right now.
Oh, did you say something about needing help?
Oh, you know.
Like, so
You know
just
Blackstone.
standing right directly behind Sophie.
You know Blackstone.
Hi. Good to see you again. No, I'm good. I'm so good. I'm good. Plus Mom will probably yell at me for having the guests help out with cleaning. I didn't know you were back.
Yeah, we just got here a couple minutes ago, and we just had cheesecake, and we're on the road again. How are you?
Been busy. Been leading a few of the interns coming in from Ilopan, from Lyros and Astera. We've had a couple more of just interesting interactions here, but otherwise it's been pretty much normal.
By the way, Arturito looks like Lonzo Gonzo, but like teenagers.
Yeah. Basically. Yeah, it's just been busy. And you can see he's tired. He seems to has been doing a lot since you've left. So picking up a lot of the responsibilities you had before. But smiling, seems to be eyeing you and kind of walking around, seeing if your outfit's changed at all, or every now and then taking a look at Valita over there, who's grown a little bit. The giant blink dog. Yeah, not gonna lie, when they all came in here, I was a bit shocked because I didn't hear them. I had some music playing, and the next thing I know, I had that giant blink dog in my face. So you didn't hear any yelling, did you?
Nope.
Okay, perfect. Cool. May or may not have yelled. It's fine.
Turns out I can bring people back to life now.
Oh.
How's that?
Is this what you're telling me because you're gonna kill me and then bring me back? Like, what? How does this work?
Well, the thought actually crossed my mind. No, of course not.
I mean,
I'm just saying that because I'm just letting you know that things are changing.
Well, hail to you. And he kind of gives you this, like, very, like, massive gesture of a bow in your direction.
And I tackle him.
Get the fuck off me.
All right. I do need something for you.
Yeah.
From you.
Really
Do
great
you
way of
have-
leading in to ask me for something after
Oh, you know I
tackling me
love you,
and then
whatever.
threatening to, unalive me in some way. You're absolutely doing great.
Oh my god. We have a time crunch here, so when you're done, do you have any diamonds that I can borrow?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yes, you do.
Then why would you ask if you know?
Because I wanted you to offer me those diamonds.
To which I go back, why would I offer you when you just tackled me and all that, huh?
Oh my god, here we go. Do you have diamonds that I can borrow? And if so, please give them to me. It's for traveling stuff.
Okay, but what am I getting in return in all of this?
I'll bring you back an even bigger diamond.
Diamonds I can get.
What do you want?
Where are you going?
I can't tell you that.
Well, I can't tell you if I have diamonds or not.
Oh my god. We're going to the mountains and you know what? Here. And I'll just give them a pretty cool looking quarterstaff that I got from somewhere. Here.
Do you actually have a quarterstaff?
I do.
Okay.
I never use it, but I do.
Okay, cool.
You can have this quarterstaff.
Ooh. Where'd you get it?
What's the place? Ilopan.
Yeah. If you got it from here, I don't want it. And he gives it.
No, it's actually from what's the place there we were with the turtle person?
Vibrant.
Vibrant.
Roll deception.
Oh my god.
You literally
I'm
just...
not kidding. I'm not kidding. That's a natural 20.
Let's go. Okay. Ooh, Vibrant, you say? Backwaters Town.
That's
Okay.
the first time I've ever
All
rolled
right.
it.
I guess then just bring me something back there. It doesn't have to be diamonds. I can get more.
Okay.
See the diamonds. Man, you're so serious now.
I am, because I am a world adventurer. I don't know. I'm just changing a lot, and there's a lot happening that I'm gonna tell you someday when you're older.
Oh, not that shit.
Just take care of everybody. Okay?
Yeah. What do you think I'm doing?
I know. But just... And I just give him a knuckle on the shoulder. Take care.
Gives you right back. Yeah, careful. Blackstone, good to see you again. We will speed time up a little bit. Y'all hanging out for a bit. Eventually, Tobi's mom comes out with 5 packs of food wrapped up in a number of leaves that are seemingly keeping everything cool, so it won't spoil. But you can go ahead and add in Tobi's mom's cooking, which will basically act as rations for the next 12 days. So there's a number of recipes in there that she's cooked out. There's some soups, there's some salads, there's a ton of meat, all that jazz. Lots of rice.
Thank you, Mom.
No problem.
I'll send a cardinal later.
Better. Just be careful.
Just give her a hug and tell Dad that I was here. I know he's busy. But...
Yeah. I'll if anything he might message you later. But and she
Okay.
gives you a quick double kiss on the cheeks, quick hug, and then kind of bows to everybody else of thank you, and again, thank you for what you're doing. I don't know what it is, but I appreciate you.
Bye, Mom.
Thank you for having us, madame.
Always a pleasure. Bring it.
I appreciate the cheesecakes and the food and being able to stay here and not smell like hot ass.
Not a problem. And she looks at Tobi and she goes, bring them around for sure. Again. And she waves you off as you all head, I'm assuming, to the docks, correct?
Yes.
All right. And as you all head down the road, are you gonna polymorph or are you walking?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right.
You know something, Gribble? If you want to spell a particular way, I do have a means to do that.
While Cripple is doing that.
Gribble does not give a shit about your
Does not
spells.
care. I think as that is happening, that is an excellent point for us to take a 10-minute break. And then we'll start up with the docks and y'all leaving Ilopan. So, yay. Thank you all for hanging out with us. We will be back here, like I said, in about 10 minutes. It is 4:29. And we'll see you all shortly. So, see you soon. Once I find the ad.
Gang, gang.
Yes. Bye.
Pick up your gear and open your chests. Throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, hey. It's a brand new day. On the South Coast, your allies will help with blades and bows and magic as well. Hey, hey. Heroes on their way. Fighting together against overwhelming odds. Fighting together in favor of multiple gods. Idle champions of the forgotten realms. Idle champions, adventure never ends. Idle champions, get your wallet there. Idle champions, you will say it again. Idle champions.
And we are back. Hello, all. Welcome on in.
But
Thank you,
Butts.
Robo, for that. Thank you so much for that raid, Painting Pirate. Appreciate you. We are heading back in. So, from our adventures, y'all have just left Tobi's house with some food, and now are headed over to the Ilopan docks, as right now there is a little bit of a mist happening, as rain is continuing to fall down on all of you. So, you head over to the docks. It takes about... You're flying, correct, Robo, in your dragon form?
yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Okay. You get over to the docks in about 3 minutes.
We forgot the familiars, so we gotta go back. So it's like,
No, you grab the familiars. You have them. They're all good. Looking a little bit weary getting on top of a dragon, but they're down for it. And eventually you make your way over to the docks. Now, this will probably be most notable to Captain Tideborn. Ilopan's docks are not massive. They are just on the banks of the river that kind of connects basically Ampistrano proper. Ilopan is literally essentially the neck. It's where two rivers meet, north to south, east to west. So you can kind of see that there are a number of boardwalks. There's some smaller boats, slightly bigger, but nothing compared to your massive boats that you see all over Jorix that are going across the sea and heading elsewhere. It is pretty quiet. The docks are normally pretty quiet, in Ilopan at least, just because fish and trade coming in is standard, but it's not a very lively area. In fact, it looks like it's largely falling apart for the most part. It seems to be a forgotten area of Ilopan. But you see as you're kind of walking in Blackstone, you would note that there's a number of fisherman knots tied around the sign, basically marking the docks of Ilopan itself. Why don't you make a perception check for me? And Tyborn, you can make a perception check for me as well.
Is everyone making a perception check?
This is specific to them, just because they have sailor backgrounds. Yeah.
Ori and Theodora don't care.
Theodora's never seen a boat in her fucking life up close.
Why the fuck is there so much water?
What are those?
I rolled a 12.
12. Okay.
Am I also rolling a perception?
Yes. This is
Okay.
because
I
you
have a
both are sailor backgrounds. What was that?
I have a 26.
26. Okay. So, Tyborn, you can tell by these knots, these are kind of plentiful around Jorix as well. Oftentimes, sailors will knot a message about, like, what the weather is like, if there's a massive current, the tow, if pirates have been spotted, things like that. So you can see based off upon
Those
the
are
knots.
the pirates.
Yeah, those are the pirates that were in the background. Based upon the knots, just remarking that the tide is a bit strong today, specifically with the currents, and noting the specific times that the tides are coming in and out. Blackstone, you can see with these knots, there is a mention of specific cities along the route. Jorix, for instance, has a you can see the knot itself is intricate. It is one of those that literally is used to tie boats to the docks themselves. And you can see in stark contrast to the browning and graying ropes, this one is marked black, which usually means there's some kind of trouble or danger in that area. So basically it's just a warning. But other than that, it's pretty chill. You can see as you're all approaching and moving across the gangplanks of the docks themselves, you can see that there is a dwarven woman with bright curly auburn hair that's kind of tied in pigtails that go down her back. She's wearing what appears to be light armor, has braids kind of all of rope around all of her armor and clothing, and has on her side a small trident. And she seems to, at this point, kind of checking in a few people that have either come into Ilopan or are heading out. She's got bright, kind of silver eyes, almost they look like irisless. And you can kind of just hear her calling, "No, Jacob, move them over there. No. Can't get good help these days. I'm sorry, y'all. You looking to travel somewhere? Are you working with some of the merchants?" As she's kind of talking to just your group in general as you're approaching.
Greetings, madame. We are looking for a boat that can take us to Jorix.
Sure, we can get you a. What are you thinking in terms of the bill? You looking for a schooner or something a little bit more of a build?
Yeah, sooner. No.
She got you there.
Is there someone around here named Riley?
Oh, sorry, darling. That's me. I'm Riley.
Oh, okay. We're here on behalf of Tynell.
Oh,
He sent word, I think, to you, or
he
told us to
didn't,
name drop him.
Sure. He didn't tell me, but that's fine. Why don't we? Perfect. Why don't all of us go on into my office and we can talk a little bit more about this. Any friend of Tyneel's is a friend of mine, and you can see like slightly annoyance coming across her face, but not necessarily at all of you. More so at Tyneel for not letting her know. Jacob, can you watch the stand? It's official business. Cool. And she just kind of ushers you over into this kind of side building where basically it's set up like almost like a marketplace, kind of like how the town of Ilopan itself has a bunch of stands and stuff for veggies and for the farmers that come in bringing various different things. You can see this has, that is not the music I want, sorry. This has a number of fish, it has crawfish, it has, basically it's a small marketplace for people to come and pick up some food and head on out. You can also see that there's a number of like parchment that say things like charters and stuff, as well as a series of boats listed that either have been taken out or are expected and their destinations. So she ushers all of you in and then heads up, guides you into her little office, which is just a series of desks that are kind of together. Tyneal sent you, yes. I'm guessing this is his favor that he's cashing in.
Yes. I'm Deodora. Tyneal and I trained him. I'm very awkward right now.
I've heard
She's
all
like, I
about
don't know how
you.
to boats.
I've heard all about you. He actually has mentioned you a couple dozen times. So,
okay. Just doesn't know how to feel about that. Kind of doesn't have the time to like really think about it right now. Because we're kind of on a time crunch. Well, yeah, he said that I could cash in the favor.
sure.
To get to Jorix. I don't know what kind of boats you have, and frankly, I don't know enough about boats, so I'd probably just take your recommendation.
Sure.
But we'd want to try to get there quickly.
Yeah, I'll be taking y'all. I'll have a word with Jacob because he'll be watching the stand. Y'all mentioned wanting this to be on the quiet side, I believe, and moving quickly. Is that correct?
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Is it just y'all and your critters that you got outside, or is there anybody else in your party?
Nope, this is all a party.
Is everybody? Okay. And you kind of see she starts moving some sheets of paper aside. No, it's quick, but it's a little bit flashy. All right. I think I have the perfect boat for us to go. It is gonna normal rate. I will cut it down because this is Tyneal's favor coming on in. So it will be about 15 gold a day. I do it by the day, but we'll get you there as quickly as we can. You do not have to pay me right now because I'll be with y'all. And any recommendations from Tyneal obviously carries a little bit of the name. I know y'all are good for it in some way, shape, or form. Is there a specific area of Jorix we're trying to go to? Are you going to the docks, or are you going to a different of the districts?
The docks
this
would be
point-
best. I have a ship there.
Okay. Theodora was gonna look. I think as Draven talked, Theodora was also looking to him because she's like, I don't know anything about this damn city.
We have the Damp Daddy.
Oh, you're that captain. Okay.
Every time you mention the ship's name, it sounds like a Magic Mike show.
I really do.
Oh my god.
Also, I don't know why, but I feel like our price just went up
Huh.
when she said
She's
that.
Oh,
Oh.
you're that
No,
ship.
Draven's like, did we do something wrong?
Are you not aware that boat is not currently in the docks of Ilopan?
Yes, I am aware.
Okay.
We need to get to it in Jorix.
No, I know. I'm guessing you haven't heard anything. You know what? Never
Brody,
mind.
you said
Never
said it's
mind.
not in the docks at Ilopan. Do you mean not the docks at Jorix?
Jorix. Yes, thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, thank you.
wait.
That's why
What?
we were like, what?
That gets different.
We're trying to
Sorry.
Yeah,
we're
that's
trying
a
to go
different
with-
reaction entirely.
we know it's not here.
Too many cities in my brain right now. Yeah, are you aware it's not currently in the docks of Jorix right now?
Excuse me.
Does that have anything to do with the dangers of the city that you're warning people about?
Yeah, partially.
They were only supposed to leave if it got real bad.
Either they got real bad or they decided to just leave.
They wouldn't do that.
Jordan?
Nah, not
Jordan,
this crew.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is a black knot?
It is the equivalent of a black spot. It's really bad. It's 10 out of 10
Okay.
bad.
Telepathically,
Raven is. There's a look of confusion
Sure.
and also just like straight up like panic and anger all at the same time. It's like going through all of this emotion in like a second and then like, Madame, we need to get to Joyce as soon as possible.
Yeah. I hear you. Well, it's a relief that
I would.
the captain's here and not there, but sure. Yeah, we can take Misty Haven. She's a smaller vessel. We'll be traveling, basically acting like we're merchants, bringing a small cash over to Jorix. That'll be the story. They have stepped up security at the port because of the things that are happening over in Jorix. Sorry.
What things are happening?
There have just been some issues over at the docks. There's been some ships that have seemingly barely been making their way into the port itself and looking basically wrecked. The dock, honestly, most people have been joking that it's becoming another shipwreck yard because a number of the boats are just getting absolutely wrecked. So they've been, Jorix, we've been having to reroute slightly just to be a little bit more careful. And it's more so they're coming into the dock. So whatever this is doing it outside of port itself.
Is that going to present a danger for you if you take us there?
No, we should be okay because it seems to have been really going for the larger vessels, but and I move pretty quickly, so we should be good. But definitely it's a cause to be aware of because it could make things more difficult out on the waters. But I think it's still manageable. It's just something we're gonna have to be aware of.
Are we going out now?
I would say so. I just basically, if y'all are ready to go, I just need to let Jacob know, and he'll watch everything, and we'll head on out. Weather forecast isn't showing any big storms, at least for the river, so we should be pretty good, and we'll be moving with the currents. So, probably
Is that our boat? Or is that our boat? Which one is our boat?
our boat's
And
not
you can
out.
see like glee on Toby's face because he's never been and he's super excited about the sea adventure.
Yeah.
Theodora in her head is like, I don't know how to read, but it's probably the one that says Misty Haven.
None of these are your boat. We have her currently. She is currently on land, so we'll put her in the water. It shouldn't take long. So we'll get her moved, and you see her pause for a moment. They're moving her now. So that's what we'll be doing because we'll be basically trying to. She's special, is what I'll say, in a good way.
Raven is pointing out ships that are docked to Theodora and just like sound it out. Sound it out. You know the letters.
Theodora's like, really in front of other people right now?
They're not even paying attention to us.
The
Yes.
T.
Not quite.
This is 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes of this.
Just watching,
Oh,
so intrigued.
She's so cute.
while this is happening, you see her kind of disappear for a moment to go tell Jacob, who you can see is this much larger looking centaur that's been kind of helping to move some of the shipments and helping some of the merchants move their stuff in. And he kind of just gives a curt nod before she kind of comes bustling over. All right, you ready to head on out? Everybody got their stuff? No other canoodling? Just gonna head on out? Sounds good to me. All right, perfect. So we're gonna head here quietly, and she kind of lifts up this door that's directly behind her desk, little trap door, and starts heading down a ladder into basically this darkened dock area where you can see as you all enter in, there's a number of smaller boats that look well cared for, and the Mist Haven, you see after a few moments, sails that currently are all furled up, they're tied, but you can see there's almost, it looks like ice kind of moving off of it in small waves. The mast of the boat is not massive, it's actually curved slightly and looks like it raises up almost like a sailboat, moving every so often. That'll be our boat. I imagine it's a bit smaller than yours, Draven. Yeah, it's not even half the size of yours. But it'll get us there in one piece, and we'll be able to move pretty quickly with it, at least. So.
Yeah, Draven's got a 40-man crew.
Yeah. This looks like it's going to hold all of you and your critters, and that's it. Like, that's putting it the maximum.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Draven hasn't been in this small of a ship in a very long time.
No.
It has a crew already, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep. Crew, there's basically, it's Riley and one other person, because it's not a massive boat, so it doesn't need too much. Plus, there was a conversation back at the kind of office that Riley saw that both with Tybor and Cribble, and then the fact that Blackstone is aware about knots, that there's a kind of sailor background, so probably they'll be able to assist with anything that might be needing to get done. So, kind of coming in with the skeleton crew. All right then, let's get on board and let's head on out. How about this? We could take some turns, Tybor, and I'm imagining you're wanting to drive the boat a little bit. Once I get her out on the
Draven
water.
sort of hesitates because his dad taught him that the rule was taking someone else's boat is like taking someone else's woman.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, are you sure?
Well, once I get her out on the water, what, are you afraid of driving her?
Nah, Draven is like caressing the boat gently, like taking on the grains of the wood.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, no, I'd be happy to.
Sure. Once I get her out.
I just want to make sure you're okay with this.
Yeah. As long as you don't crash her, I'm good.
Oh, I won't crash her.
Good, then. All right.
I'm going to take good care of her.
All right. After a few moments, with all of you on board, she quickly starts barking off commands, and you can see the sails starting to unfurl slightly as the wind kind of seems to pick up, and slowly you all move out of the docks, heading onto the water. The water itself, crystal clear. You can see beneath, you can see all the fish kind of swimming around, the different crustaceans and other wildlife that kind of live in these rivers around Ilopan, moving about amongst the rain as you all travel. Can I get, and any of you can roll this, can I please get a survival check for me, please?
24.
24. Okay.
Oh,
No, you're good.
21.
21. Okay. So with a 24 and a 21, boat is moving quickly. The tide is not too bad, and neither are there's portions every now and then where you run into some rapids, but the boat seems to just kind of ease almost like a penny over glass, basically, across no problem. And after rounding a particularly tough bend, Riley does give a look over to you, Captain, of, well, you can take her for a little bit. I gotta make sure that we're set up downstairs.
Draven is barely containing himself and how excited he is about this.
Sure.
The problem is Cribble knows Draven incredibly well.
Yup.
And Cribble likes to say inappropriate shit at times like this. So Cribble just pipes in like, oh yeah, he's super excited. I'd probably say he's full staff right now.
Wow.
Cribble, please. It's just a ship. Oh yeah, it's just a ship. Mm-hmm.
Well then, I'm gonna go check on downstairs then. As you take over the boat, can I get can you roll a dex check? Or, since you should have proficiency with this, right? With driving boats?
I
Yeah.
am.
Why don't you make a roll?
Guidance.
Guidance, plus a d4.
All right. $19.
19. Love it. Moving pretty quickly. The boat seems to, for a moment, kind of shudder, getting used to the different driver. But immediately you can kind of feel yourself connecting with the boat itself. The mass. I hate y'all.
The boat's shuddering. All it takes a little bit of touch. And that's how the tide gets born.
No. No. God damn it.
Hello, Raiders.
End
Hello,
shit.
Raiders.
End this right now. End this right fucking now. Sorry, Raiders. We're also raiding because Dimples just said something horrible, so we gotta go.
You can feel yourself connecting with the boat itself. The mast kind of swaying slightly, unfurling a little bit more, allow more of that wind, and then the mast itself actually moving backwards a little bit to kind of add additional speed. Are you going to try and maintain the current speed and kind of temperament that you're going, or are you going to change it up?
To quote Ricky Bobby, I want to go fast.
Okay. All right. And I'm sorry, what was that roll that you did?
19.
19. Perfect. Okay. You do feel, and each of you probably feel it's not subtle at all. There's a shift, and each of you probably have to kind of grab onto the boat as you're kind of walking, as all of a sudden it just kind of moves a little bit quicker. What are all of you doing at this time?
I truly think that Theodora's not okay. Never been first time on a boat. It's a little choppy. She definitely, I think, already prefers that her feet just be on the ground.
Valid. Aurea?
Aurea also has never been on a boat.
Nope.
She wouldn't have been. She's heard stories of boats and pirates and stuff like that, but this
Yeah.
boat doesn't. This is not a pirate. This is a small boat. This isn't those kind of boats.
No.
Is there a crow's nest?
There is.
Aurea would probably be up there. She, not knowing water, wants to be as far away of it as she can. It's that mental thought of if the boat starts sinking, she has a few more minutes.
Sure.
Just completely forgetting that she can fly. She
Look, you could.
This is where my confusion was lying with this whole thing. I was like,
No.
am I tripping?
Because like the farther you got away from shore, the higher up on the ship she got. She can only fly so far before her wings are gonna get tired. She gonna crash in that water. She gotta get high. Need some glide.
I'm talking about if the boat starts sinking. You said there's time before she gets the water. Like she could just fly away.
Just fly away.
We starting up there.
I guess she going down with the ship that she ain't gonna use the wings that she was born with.
I was gonna say, it's not like you're in the open ocean. You can see the river, like the banks of the
Maybe
river.
it's Oria's rings.
Yeah.
Wait,
on
is this?
either
I thought.
side.
Wait, what are we in then?
You're
We're not in
like
an
a small
ocean.
riverboat.
No, we're in a river.
Yeah, we're on a
Oh.
river.
Well,
You're not in
then
the
she's just
open.
sitting there. Not. She's not I thought we were at an ocean.
No,
No.
the elephant is literally like cross section of two rivers. So like you're.
Well, then she's just
seeing-
flying off the boat, picking flowers off the side of the
There
boat,
you
and then
go.
flying back and giving them to Deodora, and then doing it again.
Yeah,
Oh.
Land is still within.
She's getting
Oh my
off
God,
this boat.
That's really
Highborn is
beautiful
just
and
singing,
gay, and I love it.
Baby boat, do 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 do.
No.
Orion now sets the
okay.
boat on fire, and everyone dies.
Oria starts singing with Highborn.
Toby, what are you doing?
Oh, Toby's loving this. Toby's the exact opposite of Deodora. He's looking around every single thing and asking the captain, what can I do? What can I make? How can I make myself useful in this situation? What can I move? Is that thing? Should I pull that rope?
And Draven's like,
over
his first thing is like, okay, let's identify the parts of the boat.
Mm-hmm.
First, you need to know what direction you're going in.
Yep.
Huh?
It's like compass. Then he showed him like, all right, so this is port. This is starboard.
Yep.
This Dibble's really reaching right now.
Forward.
Really reaching
This
for
is
that boat
forward.
knowledge right now.
This is forward aft.
Shush you.
Forward aft. Yep.
Yeah. So
Dibble's
it's just
realizing his
identify parts of
flaw.
the port.
Like, I don't know shit about boats.
I know this much. I don't even be on water all like that. That should scare me.
You're lucky I worked on a boat for 3 summers. You were so lucky. So. But yeah, you can easily do that. And then Blackstone, what are you doing?
Walking around the boat and basically taking a inspecting it, like seeing just where things are and how far apart they are, and where like things like where the ropes are,
Sure.
where the downstairs is, how many things, if anything, are in need of repairs or likely to spring a leak.
Thank you, April. April, you can
Is
take
the
a
structural
point, by the way.
integrity sound? I'm just being a nerd about all of it.
I love it.
I would like to add that one of the items on here is called a cockboat.
April. Thank you.
We will man the cockboat.
No. Lordy me.
It's for those who can't see the picture. It's like the little ship. It's like when your ship, the escape pod.
Yeah, it's a small schooner.
There's a
Anyway.
thing called poop.
Y'all.
Yeah, the poop deck.
Yeah, the poop deck.
Is that where it comes from?
Yeah.
Yes, boo boo.
And of course, it's the ass. You have to know. it's the ass
Robo's
in the
mind
ship.
is fucking blown right now, y'all. Holy shit. I've never seen someone like that was a cinematic expression on
That
his
was a
face.
revelation. No.
He's like, oh,
Okay.
fuck.
Cool.
Ready.
Awesome.
Oh my goodness.
We learned something today.
Aw, real
Um,
cute.
Love it. Can I get all of you to please roll a D100 for me, please?
What?
It's a
Yeah.
good sign.
Haven't been asked to do one of those in this game.
Robo, I love you.
What did Robo
You're-
say? I missed it.
He's like,
It's almost
what?
24.
Over 9,000? Impossible. It's
Nine.
basically-
That was such a Voss. What? From Baldur's Gate.
I got a 99.
99. Nice.
67.
67.
Damn,
Oh,
you were
so
almost
close.
great.
I know it was.
almost
It was
nice.
almost nice.
You should have just cheated and said 69.
This is when we cheat on our dice rolls.
This is
Yeah.
the one dice roll.
Yeah, the one dice roll you fudge on to get 69.
Love it.
But only when you're close.
I got a 4 and 2 zeros. Is that 400?
No, that's 4.
That's 4.
40. Oh.
You got a 4.
Oh.
It's over 9,000. Perfect.
Over
Okay.
9,000! Impossible!
Possible. So the boat treks along a bit longer, and you can see that the clouds overhead are getting darker. One, as the day is going by, but two, the storms are starting to pick up a little bit. The water around you is getting choppy every so often. Draven, you are still driving, and it's very subtle, but you feel the ship kind of shudder slightly.
So we've had shutters when Draven started touching it, and now we have shutters.
This is a different shudder.
We have real shutters and then the shutters that you made up.
No, I did not use the word shut.
I
I'm
did
just
say
saying.
shudder. No, this is so that was like oh, I'm connecting with everything, and this felt more like an inner connection. This feels like something, either rocks or something, is brushing up against the boat.
Oh my god. I feel like a 99 should have gotten us something good, so I resent you right now.
Draven goes and looks over the side of the boat. Like, I can't imagine this river is super duper wide.
No, but it's
So
pretty deep, and at least right now it's a little bit difficult to see. The kind of clearer waters you had heading out of Ilopan have darkened as the storm has kind of settled in. At this point,
Okay.
you're probably about an hour to 2 hours outside of Ilopan.
Can I use 10 minutes? Well, to now. Can I use the speak with animals as a ritual?
Sure.
Okay. So I've been doing the ritual for the past 10 minutes, and I'm just gonna poke my head at the water and just say, hello?
Oh yeah. Draven says the same thing. I can speak with a few of these different creatures of the seas.
Oh. What kind of creatures have you talked with?
Toby immediately gets distracted.
This is
Yeah.
Animal Planet now. It's just Toby.
Give him a list in alphabetical order.
I'm really just imagining both Toby and Draven putting their heads in the water, starting to talk, and then realizing that they can understand each other and being like,
Excuse me.
They're realizing that they're talking to each other. They think that there's like something communicating back. It's just them saying hello to each
Yeah.
other.
Hello, hello.
so how long have you known Dee's Beach exactly? Actually, I'm asking you why you're in my turf at the moment, respectfully. Aren't you like a person of the land?
And then you just hear Draven make some bubble noises.
Yep. Hear no response.
So I can, with Emissary of the Sea, communicate with any beast, elemental, or monstrosity that has a swimming speed.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's any of those in here, I'm like, hey, you fucking with us right now?
What are the three distinctions?
Because I need my boat.
Yeah.
Huh?
What are the three distinctions again?
Beast, elemental, monstrosity.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that she asked
I
that.
don't like that. I don't like that.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Take that, take that.
I don't like that shit.
I don't like
Okay. You hear back after a moment. First, like a moment of confusion of like, what? What are y'all doing here?
Trying to get. It's simple ideas.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm going from here to there.
Yep.
Essentially.
Yep. I think you get back an image instead of the kind of darkened riverbanks. Very muddy kind of texture to the river itself. There's a number of fish, but you can also, it almost feels like you're swimming through it. And you can see as it's moving every so often, there are these kind of larger kind of fins and tentacles as it's moving around, with a kind of large maw of teeth. There's another shutter against the boat.
Why attack us?
And at that you get, in the very pit of your stomach, hunger.
Shit, me too, bitch. Gang, gang. Calamari
Yeah,
time.
and at
What's
that
the
point,
point?
the boat kind of quick. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Son of a-
Oh no.
Please and thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Oria.
Well, I was actually curious if I'm not touching the boat
Let's count.
physically.
If you're not touching it, you would still have to because the boat is shuddering, so it's moving.
Yeah, you might get hit with the crow's nest.
Yeah, you might.
Fuck y'all, I'm going to land. Goodbye.
See ya.
Y'all
That
are the
it
weakest links.
is.
He's like,
I'm out.
Time to find a new party. I'll find someone else in the woods.
That's gonna be a dirty 20 for Deodora.
Okay.
Nice.
Nicely done.
15.
15. Okay.
17.
17.
I use an inspiration and I got a 19.
Nice. And then Blackstone, what did you get? Sid? Sid?
It's
Sid!
not here.
Blackstone!
Sid! What did you get?
Oh my god.
I think I don't.
Are they playing with us still?
Sid?
You in this game?
Am I literally here?
Yeah.
Which stat am I rolling at this moment?
Dexterity.
Thank you. Is this a saving throw?
throw. Yeah.
Okay.
A
It's a
dex saving
16.
throw.
Oh my god.
Sin was
getting
having an
thrown.
out of body experience right in front of us.
Blackstone saved, but Sin fell out the boat.
I mean, truly. I honestly did.
I was like, and Sin has stopped working. So what was it that you rolled?
A 16.
16, thank you. The small
Oh,
boat...
Cribble rolled a 15 as
15,
well.
thank you. So all of you are able to hang on, and Aurea, you're able to avoid the mass as it's kind of quickly swaying back and forth as the entire boat basically gets pulled to the side. Not capsizing, but it like basically is now almost blocking and going against the river, stopping, and you can feel the current is kind of backing up against the side of the boat. You can see that these kind of large kind of tentacles are kind of wrapping and holding the boat in place. And that's where we're going to end our episode for this week.
Ah!
Bitch.
What a
I
dick
punch.
move.
I punch. No, that is, we're trying this new thing. We're going to be ending our episodes a little bit earlier than we normally have. Because, you know, hey, we got stuff to do and I want to be cognizant. of
Even if
people's
it make me make the stank face, because that was a stank face one right
It was a
there.
stank
That was
face.
a stank face in there.
If
Where's
we
your
start
stink
fighting,
face?
we're here for another 3 hours.
potential.
True.
So
True.
but I'm trying to be mindful of time, and it's been a busy week too, so I'm trying to make sure we all get some rest. So we are gonna get out of here, but before we do, let's go through outros. Say who you are, say what you're up to this week, and we'll be back at it. So you know what? I will start with Sin. Why don't you start
Hi.
off?
It's hi. It's me in a shaft of sunlight.
Oh,
as
okay.
as
Looking
This is-
angelic, by the way. Like,
Thank
looking
you.
really angelic.
Yes, I agree.
And Cinziak, who is also Blackstone, but probably disassociated.
Fucking mood, my guy.
Such a mood.
But also here to be your enjoyable arcane trickster rogue / whatever else is probably. Oh wait, arcane trickster rogue / wizard. That has happened now. We're pursuing our like secondary degree.
Congratulations.
Hey,
As far as where you can find me doing the things, you can always find me at kofi.com/DND Jordan Lee for all of your streaming and other content needs, playing Portal 2 and whatnot.
Thank you, Sin. Let's jump over to Dimples.
Well, hello. I am the one, the only, the Moist Heat. No, I'm Doubles and Dice. That is where you can find me on all the places on the internet. I have a new campaign coming up soon with some people you might know. It's going to be great. And keep a lookout on my socials for that announcement officially.
Love it. Amazing. Let's jump over to Robo.
with me, RoboGoblin. You can find me everywhere at coffee.com/DND Jordan Lee. Do want to mention that I think Jess the Human is doing the what is it? The bundle for Palestine.
Oh, the Roll for Palestine, I think. The TTRPG bundle.
Yeah, the TTRPG bundle for
love bundles.
Palestine.
It's in your name, boo boo.
It's a problem. If you want to donate, I think it's $10-15. You can get like 100 games or 100 plus games. So do that, and yeah, that's me.
Amazing. April.
Hi, I'm April. April Raygun. I don't know what I'm doing. Follow me on Twitter. I also might have a new campaign soon coming out with some people you might know.
Ooh.
I don't know. Depends what my schedule looks like.
Amazing.
Outside of that, also I'm on. I do something on Wednesdays. That the name forgot. I'm looking at Prince. He keeps breaking down. I keep forgetting what I'm saying. And
That's your problem. You cannot look at a mirror while you're talking.
But I can't look away. Look at that beautiful smile. Look at that.
I mean,
beautiful smile.
true.
And
Look at
little
those famous dimples.
you can fit a dice. Can you put a dice in your dimples? I just want to see if a dice would fit in one. Just like because you have dimples
What a
in dice.
sentence.
That's your name. Just shove a dice in there for me, please.
Look at her! We're getting all shy. Oh my god!
No, he
You know what,
wants to
April?
roast.
April,
That's not
take another
shy. He
point.
wants to roast
Take
everyone.
another point.
I am now
As
at
somebody who shares-
24 inspiration.
Lordy me.
Oh yeah, Jordan, you keep giving me them, so I have 30 now. So
Yeah.
good luck.
We are both
31
all
with
of them on the
31
exact same move.
31 with the one that I get every single session.
Well, I just know you're gonna use them, so like it's not that it's not a
Eh,
big deal.
I don't know. I don't know 30. I don't know about that.
You
I will
know,
use all of them in one move.
no, give them to me. I will actually use them. I have 2 left.
No,
2.
I'm saving mine for
Yeah.
boss fight, just like rune powder bombs.
Same.
Love it. Amazing. Thank
That's
you,
me.
April. Let's go to Fair.
Hi everyone, I'm Farron or Fairbear. That's where you can find me around the internet, including Twitter and Twitch, where I do stream. If you like the sound of my voice, you can also hear it on Taking Initiative's 3rd season. Sword and She is a Pathfinder 2nd edition campaign set in a homebrew world. Things are getting very interesting in it. And I might also be in a new project coming up soon with people that you may or may not know.
You bitches.
Who knows?
And we're also
None of
bitches,
these-
according to Robo. Robo's mad because it did take over our co-op time.
Oh.
We'll figure out a new schedule, Boo Boo. I promise. But yeah,
Mhm.
that's where you can if you want to know what I'm doing when I'm doing it, just follow me on Twitter because that's where I post the most. I do have other socials, but really I don't use them. Sorry.
Amazing. And everyone, I have been your storyteller, D&D Lee, she, her, they pronouns. I will be back here tomorrow with some more Baldur's Gate. We got a couple new runs we started. And yeah, also stay tuned because we'll be announcing information about our Games for Change event, raising money for Palestine's Children's Relief Fund next month. So we'll be having a bunch of games, and those announcements will be coming out this week. But we are going to get out of here, y'all. Thank you so much for the raids and for hanging out with us today. We'll be back at it with more Ampistrano shenanigans next week. I'm so happy to be back. I'm really excited for what's going to be happening next, so you're not going to want to miss it. But we are going to go ahead and raid, so hang on, y'all, while I have one person in mind that we'll head over to. But thank you so much, and we'll see you all next time from Beyond the Veil. Bye, everybody.
Bye.